So yeah, that was Mario Kart. That's enough about that. Let's talk about a certain blue turd. A spiky blue turd who runs really fast and collects rings. Last time I talked about Sonic, I was not too kind. I was not kind at all. And I stand by all of that, by the way. But some new Sonic announcements came out. We got at the Game Awards of last year, which was definitely the Game Awards, just as lame as it always is. Sonic got two announcements. One of them being Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, I believe it's Sonic Frontiers. Also, Sonic 2, the movie. Yeah, the Sonic movie 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It's weird because it shares the same name as Sonic 2, the game. Anyway, the point is, Sonic got a couple of announcements, and later on, this month, the Super Bowl was on, as it usually is, and Sonic 2, the movie, had a trailer. So I figured, let's talk about that. I guess I should get Sonic, the thing I'm actually excited for, out of the way. The Sonic movie, the second Sonic movie, it looks awesome. I gotta be honest here. I dig what they showed in this trailer. Knuckles has never been so badass. I love Idris Elba. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. Idris Elba, I believe, is how you pronounce his name. Pretty much Heimdall. Oh my god, I was initially weirded out by the fact that he was casted. Wait, the guy with a really deep voice who plays Heimdall in Thor? Really? I don't know how that's gonna work, but oh man, he honestly, he sounds so awesome as Knuckles, and I love the part in the trailer where he just grabs Sonic while he's homing attacking him, is like, do I look like I need your power? And then just slams him into the dirt. Just fucking awesome. I am a bit disappointed that Jim Carrey's not doing his Mike Pollock impression like he did at the very end of the first movie, but it was probably killing his throat, so that's probably why he stopped. Either way, the second Sonic movie looks pretty cool so far. The Death Egg is in it, and I honestly thought I'd never be excited to see the Death Egg again because I was just so sick of seeing it in the main series. After seeing it in Sonic 4 Episode 1 and Sonic Generations and Lego Sonic Dimensions and, Sonic 4 Episode 2 I think had it in the background at one point. I know one game did. Oh, and fucking Sonic Forces had a bazillion different Death Eggs, and it's just there's just Death Eggs all of the damn time. Just stop. But I gotta admit, the live-action Death Egg robot looked pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm still sick of it, I'll be honest here, but if you're gonna use it, you might as well use it in a different medium. I think a live-action Death Egg is actually kind of cool. I have a feeling Supersonic might appear as well. I don't know if that's the case, but I think it'd be kind of cool if it did. After all, it is Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Sonic 2 is where Supersonic first debuted, and, the Master Emerald was seen in the trailer because Knuckles, and I'm sure the Chaos Emeralds might be involved. I'm not sure if they'll do it or not. We'll have to wait and see. But still, they have Tails, they have the Tornado. It feels like what the Sonic movie we really wanted the first movie to be. The first movie was sort of like the test, the origin, saying, okay, let's test out and see if this would do well with audiences. Now that it did well with audiences, now let's put more of the video game stuff into it, while still keeping the same audience. We have Knuckles, Jim Carrey is dressed up more as Robotnik, or Eggman. I usually just call him Eggman. I know he's called Robotnik in this universe, but it's Eggman to me, and Sonic nicknames him Eggman, so fuck it. I love how they kept the voice actress for Tails from the games as sort of a link between the games and the movie. On top of it, she was Tails in that, the end credits scene. And I'm happy, because, they could have just easily fired her and just said, oh yeah, this was the voice of Tails the entire time. like they do with some other movies and stuff that has that kind of end credit scene. But no, they kept her, so I'm happy. They kept the voice actress from the games, who's been playing her since Sonic Boom, I believe, because they did replace the voice actress. Though she sounds basically just like Kate Higgins, so it was a good replacement. So, but yeah, I'm happy she's getting work with this movie. The point is, overall, the Sonic 2 movie looks really cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm genuinely more excited for this than, like, any MCU movie after Spider-Man No Way Home. Because, Spider-Man No Way Home was, like, the last MCU film I was excited about. And probably will be the last one I'm excited about, like, big time forever, basically. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but hey, Sonic movie 2 looks cool. Sonic 2 movie, Sonic movie 2, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm just trying to separate it from the game. Looks good, I like it. I like what I see so far. It's definitely taking a lot more from the Sonic universe, and I'm happy about that. On the other hand, we have Sonic Frontiers, which is the next mainline Sonic game, and it's definitely what the leaks suggested it would be. It's definitely a more sandboxy, open-world type Sonic game. It's very much ripping off Breath of the Wild, and I'm not even joking, it's not even subtle. Like, it's not subtle at all, and if you say, it's not ripping off Breath of the Wild, shut the fuck up. Look at the game. Well, I'm not even saying that it's bad that they're ripping it off, alright? Plenty of games have been ripping off Breath of the Wild. Hell, Ubisoft created a ripoff. What was it? Phoenix Rising? Something like that. Future Me just put a picture of the game. Everybody compared it to Breath of the Wild. And a lot of open world games have sort of been taking elements from Breath of the Wild because it was just such an innovative title for the open world genre, if you want to call it a genre. But like open world games, it was such a big, innovative, ambitious game, and a lot of people are taking from it. I'm not even saying it's bad that they're ripping it off. Hell, if you're going to rip off something, you might as well rip off something good, you know what I mean? But it's so obvious they're taking a lot from Breath of the Wild. I'm just saying, it's really fucking obvious. But yeah, as for Sonic in an open world, that is an idea I do really like, because the idea of traveling an open world at supersonic high speeds with Sonic, essentially, that's actually a really enticing idea. Here's the problem. I don't trust Sonic Team. I really don't. Now, yes, I know there have been some good news. Apparently Ian Flynn is going to be writing, which means Ken Pontac and Warren Graff, they're gone. I don't hate them as much as other people do, but I will admit, the only story I like from them is Sonic Colors, and even then, I don't like everything about it. And every story after Colors has been shit. I love Generations, it's my favorite Sonic game, but there basically is no story in Generations. Lost World story is shit, and Forces' English version is trash, which they wrote the English version. I mean, granted, there wasn't much to salvage with the Japanese version, but even it was worse somehow. That's pretty impressive, actually. I'll give you a pat on the back. Granted, my pat on the back comes with, like, a fucking, like, it comes with fucking spikes on my hand, so it stings a lot. But, like, hey, you get a pat on the back anyway. A bloody, spiky pat on the back. Good for you. That sounds morbid. But still, like, the point is, they just didn't care about Sonic. It just seemed like they were just doing it for a paycheck. I'm not going to call them hacks, it's a job. These guys have to get paid. And hell, one of them I think wrote on... One of them I think wrote on either... There was one show they worked on that I watched, I really enjoyed. I think it was Generator Rex, which I thought Generator Rex is an awesome show. Got fucking dunked on by Cartoon Network, because Cartoon Network. But, the show itself was good, and I felt the writers did a good job, and I think he was one of them. So, like, I'm not saying the writers are, like, bad writers. I just didn't think they were good for Sonic. and it showed. And they just, they didn't, it seemed like they didn't know anything about Sonic, which we later confirmed, they knew nothing about Sonic. They had to watch Adventure 2's cutscenes to get an idea of how the characters were. And it just sort of felt like they only Sega stuck with them because Sonic Colors was a hit, so therefore we should stick with these writers. But, that didn't turn out the best. But, they're gone now. It's over. They've left the Sonic franchise. Best of luck to whatever they work on next. Hopefully they get to work on something they actually give a damn about. Or who knows, maybe they can write their own story. I mean, hey, why not? It can't be any worse than what you did with Sonic, because with Sonic, it just, I'm not saying you need to be a fan of a franchise in order to be allowed to write on it. No, obviously you should be allowed to, regardless of whether you're a fan or not, but it should be easier if you're a fan, because if you're a fan, this isn't always the case, because there are certainly, movies and video games where the writer is a fan of the original work, and still does a terrible job because of all of the fan service, or because of bad writing, or what have you. We've seen it happen. I could list examples where it happened, like Superman Returns. Bryan Singer was a big Superman fan, but Superman Returns was bad. Also, Bryan Singer is a terrible person, but that's neither here nor there. The Daredevil movie, before the Netflix show, years before it, that was written by a fan, but it wasn't a very good movie. Now, granted, there were other reasons why it was bad, but the writing didn't help. And the director's cut isn't much better. So, it's just, we've seen this happen before. And, it's, writers who are, talented writers, who are fans of a specific franchise will have an easier time, a better time writing for, that source material. And, that's why I think Ian Flynn, who's been writing Sonic comics for a while and is a fan of the franchise, is a good choice. People even seem to like those stories. I know he's a bit controversial in some areas, and I don't defend, everything he does, but I've seen, the Sonic Boom episodes he writes. I've read some of the comics. Generally speaking, most of what he's written for Sonic I like. And a lot of fans, a good chunk of them, I'd say the majority, seems to agree with me that he is probably the best current writer for Sonic right now. And that's just for, anything in the franchise. I think they made a good choice in choosing Ian Flynn. Hopefully they give him enough time to actually write a good story, but we'll see what happens. I'm not even saying it'll fix the writing issue. Who knows, it might not. I think it'll definitely help, because it's just, again, Ken Pontac and Warren Graff, it just didn't seem like they really cared anymore. And I don't really blame them, considering how the fan base treated them. But, I'm happy they were let go, So, yeah. Keep in mind, I'm nowhere near as harsh on them as other people are, because, oh my god, people say some disgusting shit about them. Whew. Guys, come on. Take it down a notch. You don't have to like their stories that they write. I don't even like them much, but goddamn. Anyway, as for the actual gameplay, we basically saw nothing. I mean, we saw bits of gameplay. To be fair, the game looks gorgeous, assuming that was in-game footage, which I'm sure it was, but we've been lied to before. Not necessarily with Sonic, that I can remember, but with other games we've been lied to, like Cyberpunk. But Sonic Frontiers in-game, hoping it's in-game, seems to look really, really good for an open-world game. It's just, gameplay-wise, we didn't see anything. So it's just sort of okay, we know a bit more about, this is going to be an open-world Sonic, made by Sonic Team. I don't know whether that'll constitute... Is that even the right word? Whatever. Point is, I don't know if it'll be a quality product or not, because it's Sonic Team. The same Sonic Team that gave us Forces, the same Sonic Team that gave us Generations. It can either be a win or a loss. Honestly, it's either or. This is basically Sonic Team's last chance for a lot of people, because the idea is actually really good. Sonic running around in a Breath of the Wild type world, that is not a bad idea. I do like that. It's just, I don't know if it'll be good, because I don't... And open world games are such a investment for companies, and they usually turn out very unpolished and have a lot of bugs. I mean, even Breath of the Wild is a bit unpolished in a lot of areas. Look, I'm accepting of glitches, but the last thing I want is for Sonic Frontiers to turn out to be an Ubisoft open world situation because Sega just didn't give them enough time. And I've heard the claims, I've heard the articles with Azuka saying, oh, Sonic Frontiers was supposed to come out in 2021, but it was delayed. Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't because of the pandemic, where you were basically forced to delay it. Yeah, we've heard that shit before, Azuka. We heard Sonic Forces was delayed. It was supposed to come out in 2016. Came out in 2017. And it still felt like half a fucking game. Dipshit. Okay, maybe that's harsh. But still, can you blame me for being skeptical after being burned so many times? I don't trust them. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Sonic Frontiers. Great idea. Like the idea. Ian Flynn's writing, that's better. Don't know if it'll be good. I need to wait and see more, and I need the game to be released. Because I sure as fucking I'm not pre-ordering it, alright? I learned my fucking lesson from Sonic Colors Ultimate, Sonic Mania, and Sonic Forces, alright? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, okay, fuck you, I'm done. That's the last time I'm trusting you, alright? Make a good product, maybe then I'll pre-order again. To be fair, I shouldn't have given them 3 chances, but still.